We're so excited to have you all here to join us for business writing today. I hope you have your pens and your papers ready to take notes. I know you do. You guys are our star scholars here. So I'm really excited for Miss C to do this class with you. So take it away, Miss C.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Latoya. Great to see you guys. I'm looking forward to see some of you guys too on your individual, when you make your individual times with me to go over your alignment assessments. I've seen some of you, great information, great feedback from you guys, and I hope it actually was helpful. And I know some of them sounded like you guys, and it did identify some strengths and some development areas for you. So I hope that helps. And I do continue to hope to see you and work with you. But tonight we're going to do business writing, what we're going to work on today. Let me share my screen with you. All right, you guys able to see my screen well?
Yeah.
All right, I see you guys nodding. All right, again, I am Miss C. Gonna help you today with business writing. Hope that'll be fun. Have you guys interactive, and I'm not always gonna be able to see the chat on and off. So if I do not see your response in the chat, just come off a mute, but I am gonna try to monitor the chat too while I am on with you this evening also. So of course, S.O.A.R's proprietary statement, it can't, and this is just for educational purposes. It can't be copyrighted, so it has proprietary rights for you guys. So anything moving forward, my screen decided to go blank for a second on my end. So welcome to the business writing. And I love the typewriter. I know some of you guys, well, how we learned how to write, we had to learn how to type actually. I don't know if you guys ever been on a real typewriter for us. So I learned how to actually write with a paper over my hands on the keyboard, manually typing. So that was just like a throwback, with business writing, how we learned, maybe dating my age right now too. So, but it was fun. There wasn't any whiteout. You had to retype again, and you were actually lucky if you had the backspace button that would erase it and you could type again. So our objectives for today, we're going to identify the nature and purpose of a discourse. You're going to learn a definition of a discourse if you did not know already. We're going to tell you the different types of them, and we're going to identify the different types of literary discourses also. So the first one. So we have text is what you guys do a lot. So text is a connected discourse. So it's it's a specific purpose in an organized manner that it's just basically discourse is just fancy for a word for dialogue or discussion. So for example, if you're debating the value of buffalo chicken wings versus barbecue chicken wings with a friend, you're engaging in a discourse. So it's just a dialogue or discussion, but it's not just for language. It's the way we use language to communicate with each other in social situations. So our thoughts, our ideas, how we build relationships, build culture, our traditions that we do, we influence others. And the other thing is just creating meaning in our world, the world that we have for ourselves and others around us so they can share it. Especially I love the traditions and how people share the different things about them and you learn. So you basically broaden your horizon and your thoughts that you have. So think of discourse just as a type of language that's tailored to social context, to relationships that you are with anyone. So, and I like how this starts with you. To me, I love mindset, and it's always centered around that. So this is going to be kind of a bridge of the other class I did with you. So the unsure mindset, it's going to be a bridge, but we're still going to focus on the mindset of business writing. So what I want you to do is take 2 minutes, write down a motivational quote that you may like or motivational statement, and begin it with I am. So take about two minutes to do that. And then I want you guys to share. Okay, who wants to share? And you can come off mute.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. You want us to put I am in the quote, like the first sentence?
Yes, please, ma'am.
Okay. I said, I am 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it.
Very, very true. Love that one. Heard that a lot. Very true. We control our reaction and what we're doing. Very true. All right, thanks, Excel. Who's next?
I put I am enough.
Very much so. Thank you, Melina. That's very powerful to know you're enough and you're unique and you stay within your own boundaries. Very, 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 very powerful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else have their hand up? Let's see. Nope, I don't see anyone else.
Uh,
Go ahead, Aurora.
okay. I put I'm more than what others perceive me as, and I am what I allow myself to be.
Very good. Very good. Means we have control. We take control when we can. Very good. Love that. Love that. All right. So next we have, you guys did a typo. You did your own type of writing. Thank you very much for participating. But I want you to keep that, put it on a Post-it, put it on a mirror somewhere, just like your mantra that I had you guys do. These are important things that I want you actually to look in the mirror and say every day to empower yourself, to influence yourselves, and just know, as some of the ones you said, you are enough, and the reactions, like you said, Excel, you're 90% of how you react and take it in. So what I want to look at next is what is the difference between the between business and versus writing. So what do you guys think the difference is? Michael, what do you think the difference could be?
I think business is like the exchange. It's like how you communicate, how your like products or services are gonna like be sold or like communicated. I think writing is like how you communicate that. Like where you communicate it via like text or email or fax. It's just how you like communicate for your business.
Very true. Very true. That's something. Anyone else want to try?
I was gonna argue with Michael. I think writing is like communication and just like storytelling. And I think like business is like more of like profit and losses. And I think they can like incorporate with each other, like Michael said, just like mostly like communication type wise.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You're both right. It isn't a communication, but it's more like the environment. So let's say business writing is just writing that can take place anywhere or for your workplace. So wherever you're working at is your business writing. The personal writing is like sometimes you journal. It fulfills your needs as a writer yourself. So the style, the format, the tone, and the vocabulary, it's very similar, but the intention and the composition will differ behind it. So it could be like journaling, your own thing, what you like to do versus the types of business writing that we're going to talk about now. So business writing is where it takes place in or for the workplace, and the personal is just what it fulfills the purpose of you. It could be abstract writing. Sometimes, like I said, just journaling, writing your thoughts down, getting them out. So what do you think? Thank you for the business writing. I want to give you guys an overview. Let me see if where have you seen business writing and where have you used business writing?
Resume or contract.
Yeah. Resume, definitely. And a contract, definitely a contract. In business, there's contracts everywhere and contracts. All right, where else?
I was gonna say that I kind of feel like we used it when we did our I'm forgetting our pitches somewhat to like broadcast our ideas and like show, well, if it was our actual people that we wanted to show, but you guys what we were saying for our business.
Yep, very true. It's in a it's a professional setting. So you're using that, you're pitching, you're speaking about your business. Very, very true for that. Now I want to give you the overview of the video of it. Let me see if it will actually play with you guys. If it'll play for you. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear it, please.
Gives you the power of AI to build the website you need
Yes.
with full business
Thank you.
functionality.
Oh, all right.
Business writing is any written communication
Goodness. Sorry, guys.
used in a professional setting. including emails, memos, and reports. It's direct, clear, and designed to be read easily. And with practice, you can become an effective business writer. So whenever you're writing a business document, get to the point quickly. Tell your readers what they need to know up front so they don't have to hunt for it. Make every sentence short and direct while keeping your paragraphs brief. Doing this will add focus while making your document easy to read and remember. Most business writing needs a call to action, which is information that instructs and encourages a response from your readers. It lets them know what they should do, where to go, and so on. In addition to being professional, keep your writing polite. Consider using a brief greeting or conclusion, and remember that offering courtesies like please and thank you go a long way. Revision is a key part of good writing, so after you finish your first draft, read it over and figure out what works and what doesn't. Clarify sentences, simplify word
Oh, goodness.
choices, and organize the structure until everything flows in a logical order. As part of your revision process, try reading your work aloud or ask someone to give you feedback. Both of these methods can help you discover new perspectives and ideas. With so much to read and rewrite, don't be surprised if it takes a few revisions before your document is polished and ready to go. Remember, business writing is a skill that takes a lot of practice to develop, but as you improve, you will possess an incredibly valuable job skill.
All right, that gave you the overview of the business writing, and these are the purposes that we have of business writing. So to me, easy way to remember the purpose when it comes into business writing, that overview that you guys said, it depends on sometimes who you're talking to because it still can be professional, but when you get to know the person, you will tailor that a little bit to the person. Somebody likes just directly to the point. Somebody likes to say, hey, how are you doing? Which is very courteous, is when you're speaking with somebody, but you'll get to know how to and how much. Someone who likes a lot of detail, someone just likes to just get straight to the point. So the purpose, a way that I do with purpose of business writing to remember it, it's easy as pie. So you have persuade, inform, and entertain. So to inform, it just tells us the real facts. Basically, it tells me the information about A, B, C, and D, and it's nonfiction because, just to give you an example. So imagine you're a manager at a coffee shop and you need your team to tell you about a new type of coffee bean that you're starting to use. So you would sit there and you would tell them where the bean's from, what type it is, how different it is from the old one. So you're writing a detailed email about the bean, what it is. So this is just about sharing the information. So everyone knows what's going on. Everyone can be in the loop. Everyone knows, hey, this is what we're doing next. And it actually brings down calmness in a business when something comes new or change, but it makes the person feel good that they're informed of what's going on. The next one we have is persuade. So it's just saying you're trying to convince somebody your point of view. So let's say you're trying to convince somebody in your school about starting a recycling program. You want to write a letter to the principal explaining why recycling is important, how can you benefit the school, or how recycling can benefit the school itself, what steps are need to be taken. And it's just not about sharing the information. You're actually trying to convince the reader to take action or agree with you. And the last one is entertain. So how do you know it gives you entertain? Is it giving you enjoyment to read? Because it depends what you like. Is it fiction? Because so someone who wrote this is to be funny because of what? So the story does not give facts or try to persuade you to do something. It's just similar like like Tyler Perry movies. They're to entertain you on certain parts, like where the character, for instance, like Medea, it's to entertain, but it also is to give a message too, but it's in a more, I would say, enlightening way. So for instance, when she tells a story about Bible, it's not always accurate. she'll use different words. Like I know on one of them, I don't remember which movie it was. She was speaking, she said Mary J. Blige instead of she actually used the person that's, in the Bible. So it's just to entertain, make you laugh, make light of some things, but also deliver a message. So in this sense, related to school, since you guys are in school too, one way would be like you're writing for your school newsletter. You want to write about the most recent school fair, what you guys did. Maybe there's a dance or something's coming up. You write about things that are fun. You engaging in an article that describes some events, maybe food, which we talked about earlier, something good food that we had before, or what made us smile today, which is we get some food, some of the games, and just overall atmosphere. You want to go in and enjoy yourself. So your goal here is to just provide an enjoyable reading experience, maybe even make the readers laugh or, or a nostalgic feeling, about a fair. So in these cases, the style, the tone, and the content in which you're writing in, it will change based on that, based on your purpose. So informing is just straightforward. Your details are factual. Persuading involves an argument or the persuasion aspect of it. And the entertainment, it focuses on engaging and amusing the reader. So what type of books have you read, or do you like based on these purposes? What are the type of ones that you like to read? You can off of mute or put in the chat.
I mostly like reading like nonfiction books mostly because I think I've done like a lot of researching on stuff, so like it's like more natural, I guess.
So the informing aspect of it. I like those too. It depends, I think, on a day for me sometimes what I feel like reading. I actually I don't read. I guess, research can be persuading sometimes when they give the details about and want to get your opinion, especially I like reading a lot of medical and business, what new things to try or what's going on, or especially when it comes to health, new things that are out there, especially the foods that I see when it says, to see if the foods are quote unquote fake. A lot of times, one of my friends, she said she had got a head of cabbage, and I guess one of the things is to light it on fire. I was like, you light the, she's like, it wouldn't light on fire. I was like, are you kidding me? So some things like that, I will read, what's good for you and what's not good for you. But the informing aspect of it is just to keep abreast of a lot of the information that's going on, even today. So remember when I said the word discourse is the dialogue or discussion. So there's actually four types of discourse. So you have instructional, basically just tell you how to do a thing like a recipe. Your manuals for business is your policy and procedures, your how to do things, or your instructional. The second one is informational. So you're just giving like the news article or financial statements, how it applies to you in a business. It could be a bulletin. Most of you guys know is the class syllabus. Tells you everything you need, or it's like some of our objectives that we have even for the class. Number 3 is a persuasive. So resumes. You guys had the resume class. You're trying to tell us what you're going to do. You're actually going to do your pitches. So you're going to persuade us. Why should we use your product? Why is this good? Why is this good? And proposals. You're going to use some of those in business when you're actually trying to get a contract. Another type of business writing that you guys disclosed earlier. And the last one is a transactional. So your invoices. There's transaction and an email. Permission slips. It gives us permission to go to do things. So these are things, four types of discourse. Now, the first one that we taught, are there any questions? I want to make sure I'm asking questions too. So you guys have any questions as we go along, also feel free to come off of mute or put in the chat and I will address it. The types of writing, the one is the business writing is the instructional. We're gonna start with. So instructional writing, like I said, it's the step-by-step guide. It writes that it's gonna tell you how to do something. Like I said, a recipe for the ones that like to cook. So you're telling someone exactly, let's say, how to make your famous chocolate chip cookies. Your steps have to be clear, especially the ingredients, how much to use, not to use. So, and they have to be precise. So everyone and anyone can follow them. And of course, we want them delicious. We don't want to have them a disaster, especially not in the kitchen before that. So there are, again, the instructional, again, or your manuals. The easiest way is to remember is a step-by-step or your how-to guides. Now, what I want to do with you, I want you guys to actually prepare a instructional writing. You know, I want you to plan, I'm gonna put you guys in breakout groups. I want you to plan a cultural exchange day. I want you to write a guide. Of course, it's gonna be brief, doesn't have to be very detailed. How to plan a cultural day at school. What are you gonna do? So the steps that you're gonna include, you're gonna select a culture you're gonna explore, the types of activities, and how to engage the students. So you're the steps, you're gonna select the culture you're gonna explore, the type of activities, and how to engage the students. And I'll give you guys about 10 minutes. Well, I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes. You'll let me know when I bring you back to compose that. And I'll give you a break in your breakout rooms.
Miss C, you said 10 minutes or 5?
5. I'll start with 5.
Okay. I have it set for 5, so I'll open it now.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Enjoy, guys.
Okay, so how was that for you guys? All right, in group 1, who wants to report out for group 1? You have Excel, Kendall, Michael, and Melina.
I will be doing it.
Okay, go ahead, Melina.
Okay, so cultural day is something very big in our school. Today we will be exploring the Hispanic culture. First, students will paint masks to represent the different practices Hispanic people used to do back in the day. Then they will have an exquisite experience in multiple Hispanic dishes and platters. Lastly, students will learn different Hispanic dances such as bachata, salsa, and cumbia.
Oh, okay, that sounds like a fun day. Very good. That sounds like real fun. All right, group 2. That'd be Aurora, Layla, and Snigda.
Yeah, so essentially, well, I'll do like a little bit and then they could do the rest of it. But essentially, we had like an idea that at the school there'd be a fundraising activity where students would be able to use a sign-up sheet for whatever their culture is, and they'd be able to go up like in the gymnasium or auditorium and do a presentation of their own culture to represent their own, because we understood that we were all from different areas and we wanted it to be not only just one specific, but like diversity if they want to, yeah.
Okay. All right, who's picking up the other half? She's speaking.
So yeah, like she said, and we had mentioned that, well, give it credit where credit is due. Signa had mentioned like people will probably get bored if you sat like there doing a long presentation. So when that got mentioned, it kind of got me thinking to like doing like a showcase in a sense. Like you sign up to display your culture, and it could be like a cultural dance or like music or a certain element from your culture that you input and show your school.
At least,
Okay. Go ahead.
at least in my school, our thing is that we do a lot of dances. So dancers are what gets people to do fundraising for the school. So we thought that after these showcases, which would be right after school that day, we would have like a basically like an hour to hang out with friends in school and then go home. So like it's not like as if even if the showcases are interesting, at the end of the day, we can celebrate our cultures together with like food there, and you can like dress up in your culture and all of that comes into play.
Okay, so they would be in the gym where they're gonna present, everyone's gonna present their own. Then they'll do a showcase and there'll be dancing is how you would engage and interact with students, correct? Okay, all right, great. How'd you guys feel about doing that one? Good? All right, I see your thumbs up. Thank you, Kendall. Appreciate it. All right, let me share my screen for the next one. All right, the next type of business writing that we are going to talk around is the informational. So just just the facts that we have. So you're going to provide details and facts about it, about a topic, like a newspaper article or a report that you have. So, but so the report would be like, you're going to tell you're the reporter, and you're going to tell everybody about a new skate park opening in town, example. So just the facts. So where is the skate park? Where is it at? What time does it open? What feature does it have in it? So there's no opinions when you do the informational aspect of it. It's just useful information that people can decide if they want to go or they want to check it out. Similar to if there's an event you guys want to go to, or like parents ask, we ask who, what, when, where, and how. Questions that we like to ask, and they're straight to the point, and the facts about it. So in the informational, one thing I like, it could be more like memos, short things, bulletins. It could be a business analysis, things that you're going to do, like your research analysis, your market analysis that you guys had in previous classes. And some of them is your some factual summaries. Those also too. So the next thing, we'll put you guys in breakout groups again, actually. And we're going to have you guys do an informational type of business writing. This is going to be a review of a school play that you guys are actually going to do for me. So you're going to focus on the factual details about the plot, the performance, and the overall experience without personal opinions. So it's the review of a school play. You want to watch a school play. You guys have plays in your school too, in your theater aspect? Okay, I see your heads nodding. So you're going to give me factual details about it, the plot, the performance, and the overall experience without any personal opinions. All right. You guys have any questions? No? All right. Let me get you guys in your rooms. And I'll give you about 5 minutes. Was 5 minutes long enough for you guys or too short? Someone come off mute and let me know.
I think the 5 minutes was good. Maybe like 6, because we ended up needing like a minute more, but it was like we basically got to consensus at 5.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. Let me put you guys in your breakout rooms.
I updated the time to 6.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Latoya. Appreciate it. All right. Breakout rooms. All right. Okay, so how was that time? Time good? Guys doing? All right, I see the head nods. All right, so the review of a school play. Tell me the name of the play you picked and what was your review? Group 1.
Okay.
We chose Romeo and Juliet, and then the review was on November 19th, we saw Romeo and Juliet, a tragedy with themes of fate, family, and conflict, written by Shakespeare about young love. The main characters were played by Liz Bolton and Chris Evans, who practiced tediously after school every day for 3 months, leaving a satisfactory performance. The play is known worldwide, and many people attended it tonight.
Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, group 2.
Okay.
Thank you, Kendall.
So we did ours on the 3 Little Pigs.
Okay.
And we said that this story demonstrates a theme of hard work and patience. The main characters, being the 3 little pigs, under their circumstances had to build their own homes for survival. Pig 1 made their house out of sticks, Pig 2 made their house out of straw, and Pig 3 builds their house out of brick. The antagonist, being the wolf, attempts to blow their houses down. Pig 3 ends up surviving due to their patience and hard work and taking time to build a house from brick. And we said for the overall experience, the crowd's reaction displays a good understanding of the theme of hard work and patience and leaves a good representation of the anticipation and suspense that the plot line in the beginning leaves.
Very good. Very good. I hear Romeo and Juliet quite a bit too. I like the 3 Little Pigs. Thank you. All right. Now, that was our informational that we did. The next one that we're going to have, the next type of writing what we're going to have is persuasive. I think some people enjoy this the most, actually the persuasive aspect of it, and it helps with your pitches that you're actually going to do also. Let me share more. And the share, of course, we try to convince people what we do, what we're doing, why they need our product or our service, Examples, like we said, there's your sales pitches, marketing materials, proposals. I mean, something that will capture your attention, but it appeals to the reader's logic. What are you going to grab? So it's more of convince me. It's writing that tries to get the reader or the person to believe or to do something, like an advertisement or a deep debate. A lot of times, especially what's coming up is Black Friday. They want you to come to our store. They want you to persuade you with their coupons they're having or their sales. So they want to do that. So even it's sometimes rhetorical. So in rhetorical it's the art. Is your art effective persuasive speaking or writing? It uses figures of speech, and lots of times I use other compositional techniques. So 30-second pitch, like I said about your product. If you're at school and you're going for a position or the election, so you're running for, let's say, student body president, you need to feed your classmates to vote for you. So you talk about your great ideas, why you're the best choice. You try to persuade everyone that the school is going to be better off if you're elected and what you can do based on some of the things that we attend to what they will like. And so the next piece I want you actually to write, you guys can put your breakout rooms, we're going to do a persuasive activity. And I'll give you about the same amount of time to do it. So basically, did you have fun with it? You guys can be creative as you want. It's it's gonna be a school club. You're gonna pitch. And I gave the example of Young Entrepreneurs Club. I want you to focus on convincing others why joining is beneficial and why it can be exciting. Since you guys are in business entrepreneurship, thought that was a good one. But like I said, be creative with it with the new club and have fun. And why would it be good for someone? And this is be practice for your own pitches that you guys are actually doing too. So focus on convincers why joining this club is beneficial and exciting. That you guys good? So a new club you guys are going to pitch for. Have you guys go on breakout rooms? Okay, if you guys have enough time. All right, see your head's nodding. All right, I'll start with group 2 this time. Group 2, what do you have for your new pitch for a new club at school?
So our new club was supposed to be something for dance in particular. It's cultural dance immersion. So basically, the basic idea of it is that we invite as many people who dance with their like multiple like different what's it called cultures, because we have a lot of cultures that dance. So basically, based on their culture, so we'll push them towards certain holidays that might appreciate that type of dance. So I'm a Indian, so for example, because I don't know that many cultures, I'll put that out there. But as an Indian, for example, we have Garba night, so we might push Bollywood dancers towards like that sort of event, and we will organize it accordingly. That's the basic idea.
All right, good job. And why would I want to join? What would make it beneficial and exciting for me?
The diversity of it, just the fact that we're inviting to literally everybody. You can literally be a noob and we'll still invite you. We'll teach you our steps, we'll teach you our ways. And we can intermix between our cultures. We can celebrate each other's cultures. We'll celebrate holidays together. We're just going to create a community with each other. And who doesn't like that?
Very much so. Very much. Yep, that community. Good job. Good job. All right, group 1.
All right. I thought we were doing the Young Entrepreneurs Club. So I put, as any businessman knows, it's important to make connections. Why not start young? Young Entrepreneurs Club would be available to all grades in our school. The club focuses on investments, business pitches, and finding your market to allow young students to get their foot in the door with entrepreneurship at a young age. Meeting once a week on Tuesdays after school, this club would provide helpful knowledge and connections with other young entrepreneurs to stimulate business motivations. help students get an early start on their aspirations, and help start up this club.
All right, and why would it be exciting? What if I don't know anything about entrepreneurship and I just kind of have an inkling of a little interested in it? What would make me, how would you make me want to join? In your own words, if you're just talking to me. I came up to your table and I'm asking about your club. What would you say?
You have the opportunity to connect with people who know things in this field. And so entrepreneurship is not only applicable to starting up a business, but it could be applicable to other parts of your life.
Very much so. Very much so. All right. Good job, everyone. Now we have one more style, one more benefit for you. And that's going to be transactional. A lot of people like transactional because of course it performs, excuse me, it talks about invoices and other types of transactions, business transactions. Let me see. Let me share with you. All right. So transactional is like, let's make a deal. No, it's writing using everyday transactions like your emails, forms they ask you to fill out, invoices. It's a focus on just exchanging information, but it's clear and it's very efficient to do that with you and people. So you have the biggest thing is like your business agreements or contracts that you're going to use a lot of times. The key word again is let's make a deal. What can we do? In every day. And I like the part with the emails. Some are brief and some are long, but it actually is being detailed how the exchanges that are between the individual and the entities. So the next thing you guys are going to do, you're going to do a transactional. So the activity, I want you to write a concise transactional message. You're going to invite students and teachers to this school event. Be creative. Like a talent show. Include the essential details like date, time, and how to participate or buy tickets in this transactional. So you're going to invite some students, teachers, basically the school body to an event. A talent show is given the example that I gave you guys. So include details like the date, the time, and how to participate or buy tickets. You guys go through those instructions? All right, see your heads. See your heads nodding. All right, let me put you in your breakout rooms. Okay, we are back. All right, with you guys, transactional, excuse me, your message, your activity. So let's start with group 2. What did you have? And what event did you do?
Okay, so our event was gonna be our annual Christmas extravaganza,
Okay.
and we said come join us at our annual Christmas extravaganza. Tickets start at $5, and if you want to be part of the VIP, which includes themed food for the movie, we're gonna have a movie showing, and then the food would be like themed of the movie, and that'd be an additional $5.
That sounds good. A movie coming out in your extravaganza. All right, and how can they buy the tickets?
Concessions, and we still have a little bit more. We split it up.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Concessions and foods are there for purchase if you do not like take the VIP ticket. Tickets are available for purchase at abcextravaganza@gmail.com.
Okay.
So our event will be hosted at ABC School on December 22nd at 5 p.m. And we hope to see you all there.
Now, where can they buy them inside the school? Is there a place in school?
You could buy it at the main office or in the library.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. And group 1.
Okay. So ours was the school talent show. Okay, so we went. You're invited. Join us for the annual school talent show. Date Friday, March 19th. Time 6 p.m. Location the school auditorium. If you're interested in performing, register by March 10th in room 204. Tickets are $5 in the lunchroom, $7 at the door. We accept cash, Cash App, Zelle, and Venmo.
All right, you guys explain it out. So we have VIP, and you guys got multiple ways you're gonna get that money for the tickets. Very good. And you're transactional. Very, very good. All right, what we're gonna do now. Thank you guys for participating and doing that. How did you think about the 4 activities, how it actually pertains to the different type of business writing, your discourses? What are thoughts on the activities? Did they help?
I thought they helped really a lot because it like finalized whatever the types of business writing was. Also, I just thought it was fun to talk to people.
It helps to bounce those ideas off, to get it out. Anyone else?
I thought it went really well, like to explain what business writing was, because we did have to write and put ideas together, and I think that's what a business all about, like having your ideas set, so when you do pitch out to people, they know what like your business is about. So I think we really did that in all the 4 sections we went through, because we had to like put our heads together to come up with an idea and every single thing, and I think that's what like business writing is all about.
Very, very much so. All right, next I have with you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a 5-minute break. So I'll see you guys back at 6:50. I'm sorry, 7:50 your time, because I'm an hour behind you guys. So see you back at 7:50. Okay, we are back, everyone. So the last one, which you should see, I'm gonna have you guys use all four put together. So using all 4, I want you to envision a school trip to a museum or historical site. You're gonna give instructions for the students on preparation, so your instructional aspect. Your informational, I want the details about the destination, the persuasive and why they should go, why is it educational, and the transactional, permission slips, or the payment details. So we're going to use all 4. You're going to organize the field trip, instructions on how the students should prepare to go. You're going to inform them about the details about the destination, where they're going. You're going to persuade them on why they should go. Why is it educational? And then the transactional is permission slips or the payment details. I'll give it just a minute to, if you want to. You guys good now with the instructions? Trying to look at heads. Right, I'm gonna move you into your breakout rooms. You know what you we have everybody, we're gonna let you guys know, what did you do? We're using all 4 of your disclosures. You know, you're planning the field trip. I want to hear what you organize using all 4. So your instructional, the students on how they're going to prepare, the informational part, the details about the destination, the informational, like I said, the details, persuasive, why I want to go, why is it going to be fun, or why is it going to be educational? And the last part, the transactional, the permission slips, and the payments. We are going to start with actually group 1.
Okay. Students will be meeting in the main lobby at 8:30 a.m. to commence our field trip. We'll please bring snacks and extra money if you want to go to the gift shop.
We'll be going to the Museum of Ice Cream on November 19th, 2024 from 8:30 to 2 p.m.
Come and enjoy and have fun. Have a fun time at the Museum of Ice Cream. Enjoy a sweet treat and take pics with friends.
Okay, great. Go
Permission
ahead,
slips will
Kendall.
be handed out during school a week or 2 prior, and Cash App and Venmo or an envelope will be attached to it, and the students will take it home, and then parents will sign it and pay.
Okay, are they bringing the permission slips back to school and submitting them where? Where are they taking them?
Oh, just back to the teacher. Like students that like had an envelope and obviously like the permission part of it.
Okay, and is Cash App the only way? I didn't hear that part, I'm sorry.
No,
Is Cash App
there
the only
was like
payment
a
method?
Cash App and a Venmo and an envelope for people who like were to pay with cash.
Gotcha, all right. That sounds fun. What type of ice cream museum? Just
It was just the Museum of Ice Cream. I just for like find a museum, we just picked the Museum of Ice Cream. It's in it's in New York.
Oh, it is real. I thought you were being
Yeah,
creative.
it's
Okay,
actually
all right.
it's actually real.
Okay. I know they have like astronaut ice cream, they have Dippin' Dots, type of ice cream. So okay, that's interesting. Thank you. All right, good job, group 1. All right, group 2.
Okay, so ours was a video game museum, and we said enjoy a day of electronically filled fun. Come with us to the Museum of Video Games to immerse into the art of digital literacy. Hand in your permission slip a week prior. Bring lunch or pay for lunch would be an additional $5 to the $50 fee, and just appropriately wear sneakers. And I'll let my partners do the rest of it.
So technology is important. So of course we decided to do video games because it's entertaining. It's something that we can do for a time, like for a long period of time. And it's also very interesting to see the evolution of video games and technology in general. We can see how far we've come as a people.
Additional information is it is a $50 fee to go with the additional $5 fee if you want to buy lunch. We accept it. We accept payment through Apple Pay, Zelle, PayPal. We do not accept checks or cash unless you have predetermined situation and like predetermined circumstances. This trip is very it's a big huge opportunity. We got availability to go to one of the most elite video game technology museums. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and we would love for you all to apply to go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job. All right, so we have ice cream and video games, very educational. So we can eat on one of them, have dessert, and then we can actually go maybe do some metaverse, maybe on the video game aspect of it. So great job, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed doing that. The next one that we're going to talk about, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about 2 different type of discourses. We're going to have literary and we're going to have academic. That is actually up next. And remember, let me share my screen. I don't think you guys can see my screen. Remember, discourse is just written. It's a written dialogue or discussion. Okay. And it's spoken or it's written communication just between people, especially, a serious discussion about a particular subject between the two. Have you guys ever heard of these two different type of discourses? If you guys put in the chat, I'm not able to see it. So come off mute, please.
No. Well,
No.
literary, yeah, but actually, I think no, both. I'm lying. Yeah, both.
Okay. All right. We're gonna talk about them, the literary and academic discourse. So the first one we have is the literary. I'm like moving my R's a little bit in here. So basically, it just refers to presentation of a thought through language. The part I do love about literary discourse is poetry. I love poetry. So it includes texts that are just used for business communications in your memos and in texts and resumes. So for instance, sometimes it could just be where you just use the letters of your name and you do that as a poem, or it's an abstract poem of that. I really like it because its focus is on creative. And I love being creative and out of the box. And it could be some of you guys like your short stories, blogs, your novels, and even plays that we even talked about earlier. And also it's just that is the literary part. Like I said, I love it the fact because you're very creative with that in poetry, and it comes from sometimes just comes from the heart, or sometimes the experiences that you actually have. The types of them, like I was saying, you have your poetic. So it's commonly found in your poems, your novels, and the plays again. Expressive is another one. So this is in your academic journals, diaries, some of your blogs. And I love the diaries of your own because it's what you keep. So it's whatever you put in it in the way there are no restrictions on it. You can be as creative as possible with those academic journals. When I go through that, they do pull from a lot of different research, but they are talking from a point of view. Can be a persuasive or an informative aspect with the academic journals. And then you have transactional, even in the literary discourse. You have that, and those are in your advertisements, editorials, and then instructional materials that you have. So the next one we have is that, of course, the academic discourse. Through it is argumentative in nature. So it comes a little bit with persuasive, but you're trying to see, but it just presents your own insights of where you are. It's the method, but it's done in a scholarly way, of course, the academic aspect of it. So you're going to have some more journals, you're going to have essays, you're going to have some of the sites that are the bibliography aspect of it. You're going to have people pulling and utilizing other people. You're going to have a lot more data that comes in that actually tells what's going on. And there's actually a format to the academic discourse that you have your introduction, your body, and your conclusion that you have between the three. So of course, the introduction, you're going to state the significance of the topic, the issues of the topic. You're going to try to bring them in, what needs to be addressed. So as you're going to do, in a sense, it's going to be factual, but it's like your introduction to your body of your essay anyways. What are you going to tell the reader? How are you going to bring them in? The second part is in your body of it. It's the message. You're going to gather the information that you have, and you're going to present it. You're going to present it in a way that is understandable. It's going to be concise, but it's going to be the findings and how you interpret them. The last part of it is your conclusion. Of course, you're going to reiterate the claims. You're going to restate what you're thinking. You're going to stand on what you're saying. Sometimes like your hypothesis, was it true? Was it not true? Did it come out, was the outcome what you thought it would be? You're going to include some insights or even some recommendations so people can look at, they can go from other studies. You give them some references. A lot of in some of the other classes that you have, we gave you guys sites where to go to, or maybe some other books for you to look into. That's the thing what you're doing, your academic aspect of actually these. Now, one of them I want to do when we talked about the literary discourse, I want to go with you guys, and I want you to actually describe yourself in a literary creative way. I want you to describe yourself with the first initial of your first name and the first initial of your last name. Describe yourself. Melina, what did you come up with?
For the name?
Just the first initial.
So
The first letter of your first name and the first letter of your last name to describe yourself.
maybe M could be mesmerized.
Okay. And the V?
I don't really know any words with M, so
That's a good one.
and for A it could be amazing.
Okay. All right, Kendall.
Keen and um busy for B.
What was the K for?
Keen.
Oh, keen. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Aurora.
I put, what's it called? I put for my first initial, I put adaptable, and then I said neat.
Okay. Very good. Layla.
I put life-changing and terrific.
Okay. All right, Snigdha.
I put soft-natured and talkative.
All right, Michael.
And motivated and it's aspiring.
All right, and Excel.
I put excellent and tactful.
Very good. Very good. All right, I'm gonna switch. We're gonna do a overview. What I'm gonna do with you guys. We're gonna do a review of what you guys actually learned. I'm gonna do just for about 10 minutes. Keep you guys on time. We're gonna do Jeopardy. What we're having. So the groups that you guys were in, I'm gonna do your groups like that. I'm gonna group 1 and group 2. What I'm gonna do. So, and you guys gotta let me know when it's your final answer, what you guys are gonna choose for the answer. So it's very similar to Jeopardy. We have the points down here. You tell me what you want to actually go for. So our topics, our categories, we have write it right. We have just the facts, convince me, deal or no deal, mix or match. And then for the final, we have the final pitch. That'll be the final Jeopardy part if we get to that part. So on team 1, you guys remember your teams, correct? Most of the time your breakout rooms. So for team 1, I'll start with you. Well, actually, give me a number between 1 and 10. And whoever's closest is going to go first.
7.
5.
Yep, I guess 5. So Excel, your team will go first. Thank you, Melina, for that.
Oh.
All right. So Excel, were you in breakout room 1 or 2?
1.
1. All right. All right. So which topic and what amount would you like to do?
Do I have to pick, or can like anyone else in my group pick?
You can pick as a group. Just tell me your final answer, or if they trust you to do it.
You just want to pick something?
Yeah, just pick something.
Okay. Okay, we could do deal or no deal. 300.
For 300? All right. What is brevity? Basically short and conciseness. Why is it important in transactional writing? And this is going to vary. The answers can vary because I know it's based on interpretation. Why is it important?
Does it
Do I
have
have
to?
to answer?
Mm-hmm.
I have to answer. They can answer too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Excel, your team answers.
Oh, so anyone of you can answer.
On your team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone was speaking. I don't know who was speaking. Michael, do you want to answer?
Yeah, sure. Brevity is the ability to kind of be like short in your explanation. It's important in transactional writing because you want to get straight to the point. You want to get all the numbers on the page and try to get the information out there, so that they could like do the transaction as easy as possible.
Yes, you do. You guys all in agreement? I don't remember which team was which, so that's why I'm saying who was on which. So is that your final? You guys are okay with Michael's answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so team 1, right?
Yes.
All right. Wait, Melina, were you on the same team with Excel?
Yeah.
Oh, I need it. Oh, so you guys didn't tell me team 2. You guys didn't tell me you didn't guess a number. I thought it was you guys on 2 different teams. Okay.
It's
All right.
okay. We'll let them go.
Okay. All right. Very considerate. Very considerate. All right. Let's see. So ensures the message is clear, like I said, and the action is quickly understood. Especially you want to definitely know that when it comes to the numbers and contracts and when you're billing, especially doing your invoices, you want to make sure. All right, so that was for 200. So I'll give you guys, well, I did 300. All right, so team 2, which one would you like to do?
Guys, which one do you guys want to do?
We could do convince me for 300.
300, convince me? All right, let's see what we have. Name a strategy that might be used in a persuasive writing.
Strategy. Like,
Let's see. I put the groups in the chat, a screenshot. Oh, okay, you
Thank
got it.
you. I appreciate it.
persuasive writing. I mean, like, does it have to be like a strategy, or can we explain it if we don't know the name?
You said, can you explain if you don't know the name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm flexible. Name a strategy, yep, that might be used in persuasive writing.
A hook to get your readers, like a motto or a slogan or something to get your readers. Use maybe like fancy or fun terms so it's like entertaining to hear.
Very true. Is your team good with it? Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's see. All right, emotional appeal, logical arguments, or credibility. What you have with it. So I will give you that. Yes. All right, team 1, what you got?
Someone else can pick something.
Yep, because you guys aren't gonna have very much time. You gotta pick. 5.
Write it right. 300.
Read it right, 300. Write it right. All right, thank you, Michael. All right, it's a daily double, so double. So how does instructional writing differ from informational writing?
Instructional is like telling you what to do, and then informational is telling you what you're doing, I guess.
It's telling you like instructions and telling you what. Oh wait, instructional is like telling you what to do, and informational is like giving out like information on things, certain things.
Is that the final answer from the team? You guys are good with the answer? Rest of team 1, thumbs up. All right, let's see what we have. All right, it's designed to guide users through a process or task, while informational actually provides facts without directing the reader to perform a specific one. So team 1, you have your 600. All right, team 2.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to do a 500 or something?
Yeah.
Why not? Go big. Go big or go home. Okay, which category?
Layla, do you want to pick one?
We can go 5, just the facts, 500.
That's the facts. All right. See
Yeah.
what we have for you guys. List 2 features that are key to good informational writing.
No biasness, right?
No what? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, Snigda.
Having no bias.
Like not opinionated, yeah.
Yeah.
And also
And, like,
having like data and statistics, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our final answer.
Thank you. All right, final answer. All right, accuracy and objectivity. So you guys said data, so I'll give you, they said the data with it. All right, team 2, you guys got your 500. You're 2 ahead. All right, team 1, what you want to do? Someone other than Excel. I'll help y'all Excel.
We could do convince me for 500.
Convince me? All right, I think they're challenging you, team 2. They're trying to get you now. All right. What makes persuasive writing different from transactional writing?
So persuasive is like to convince a reader to do something, like a call for action. And transactional writing is how to like get your income. Like for example, like telling the reader like how to give money or donate money, or like give something.
Any more from team one? Final answer?
Yeah, she's good. She's correct.
Okay. All right. Yes, Melina. So persuasive writing is aimed at influencing opinion or action, whereas transactional is focusing on exchanging information needed to complete a transaction. So yeah, transactional is like, let's make a deal. And you're right, persuasive is convince me. All right, team one. All right, team two, what you want to do? See your score, I got 300 difference now. What you want to do?
Yeah, another 500.
I was about to say that, yeah.
All right, which one? Which category?
Do you want to do mix or match?
Yeah.
Which one? Mix or match? All right. All right, a form requesting a field trip permission slip signed by a parent. What type of writing was that?
Oh, informational. Wait. Let
No,
me
wait.
hold on.
Can you what?
Wait, isn't it transactional?
It's
I'm like,
transactional. It's transactional.
Wait, but like a form, but that's permission. It's not money, because transaction is like money.
but it's exchanging information. The form's exchanging
That's
the
informational, I feel like, because it doesn't say anything about like no money. It says permission slip. Permission isn't so much. So like,
Yeah, but it's from your parents to the school, and the information they're giving, the parents are giving to the school. Well, no, because so the school is giving you time, place, the date, right? And then your parents are giving them permission, so it's like legal whatever. So I'm pretty sure it's transactional.
yeah.
a form request
Four,
a field trip permission slip signed by a parent.
three,
Wait.
Transaction.
one.
Okay.
Transactional final answer? You got 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Okay.
see. Transactional writing.
Okay. I give you guys that.
Great debate. Great filtering out what is what and was it. Good job, ladies. All right. All right. Let's see. Team one. What you got? 5, 4.
We should do a 500 one. Which one do you guys want to go for?
Which 500 for which one? I'm sorry. 2.
Write it right.
To do mix or match. Oh. Right.
Right. All right. Name a situation where instructional writing would be necessary in a business setting.
Like if you have a new employee and like a what's that store? Not Big Lots. It's like a hardware store. Okay, I'm just gonna say a hardware store. Like you have a new employee in like a hardware store where it requires like heavy machinery. You need to like train them, and you should probably have writing on the walls, like how to use this machine.
Okay. Anybody else from the team? Or are you good with her
Yeah,
answer?
like a step by step, like instructional way, just like what she said, just step by step.
Okay. Final answer, team one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you got. Write employee handbook or a guide using new software. Very good. What you guys are saying. Very good. All right. So what we're going to do, so I got a little bit more time yet. I'm going to do a final one, like Final Jeopardy. What I'm going to do. So tell me what you want to wager first before I do this one. So I'm going to start with team one. Tell me how much you want to wager. You'll have 10 seconds to tell me how much you want to wager. 10.
You guys pick
9,
something.
8.
You do it.
I don't know. Do like all of it or like none of it?
6.
All of it.
Wait,
Oh no! Wait, not all of it.
4.
wait.
3.
Like 200?
2.
Okay.
600. 600.
1,000.
6.
Oh,
600.
What's your final answer? How much you gonna wager?
600.
Okay, 600.
All right.
We'll go
Is
in the
that
middle.
consensus? 600?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Team 2, how much you want to wager? You guys have more time to think about it. 10,
Let's do more than 600.
700.
8,
700.
I'm thinking 900.
What?
900.
3,
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, 900.
900.
1. All right. Final answer.
900?
9?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, 900. 9.
Okay. Team 2,
Yeah.
900. All right. All right. Let's see what the final one is. I know it says 1 or 2, but I had to put something there to do the questions. I'll do the 200 for you. All right. Now, what type of mindset is encouraged? You're going to have several questions. What type of mindset is encouraged? What type of purpose of writing is being displayed? I'm going to show you a video that's going to answer these questions. And what type of business writing is displayed? So what type of mindset's being encouraged? Remember your mindsets, the 2 that I did in the other one with you guys. What type of mindset? What purpose of writing is being displayed? And what type of business writing is being displayed? Let me get them. Let me see if I'll play the video.
The Chihuahua. Okay. Look, guys, the book of life, it holds everyone's story, but the pages on Manolo's life. You didn't live the life that was written for you. You are writing your own story. The Chihuahua. Okay. Look, guys, the book of life, it holds everyone's story, but the pages on Manolo's life. You didn't live the life that was written for you. You are writing your own story. The Chihuahua. Okay. Look, guys, the book of life.
All right. Now, so you guys want me to put you in breakout rooms? You guys talk about it and come back? All right. I'm gonna give you guys only a minute though, so you're gonna have to do it quick. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Open. Okay. All right. Everyone's back in. All right. So group 1, what did you come up with at the ones that is type of mindset, the purpose of the business writing being displayed, and business writing? What you guys have?
We were kind of thinking, because it was saying his life was in a book, that it was like a growth mindset. Like they were like changing, have the ability to change. For the purpose, we thought it was like to kind of like inform him, and going along with like the type of business writing, kind of inform him of like what he did like in his life.
And the business writing.
Yeah, we thought it was like an informative, the informative writing.
Okay. All right. Is that everyone consensus in that group?
Yeah.
All right. Group 2, what you got?
So our mindset that we thought was being encouraged was growth mindset, because it was like they thought that their life was dictated by like one path, but at the end of the day, it's your choice, your faith, your direction that you choose. So it tends to be growth.
And then we said for purpose of writing being displayed, we said to entertain, because as he was explaining it, he was like being more persuasive and informational, which is true, but he's also putting it into more of a entertainment kind of way, especially since it's a kid movie.
So the business writing, you're having informative, you said entertainment?
No, for purpose of writing being displayed, I said entertainment, and then Layla, yeah.
All
And
right.
so business
Go ahead.
writing, we said that it was like persuasive, because it's like it's kind of like he's proposing a new fate. Like he basically is saying how Manolo is writing his own life, meaning that it's not leading by fate, which is predetermined, everything like that, but it's leading by Manolo's choices in life.
Very much so, very much so.
They're basically persuading the idea that that the life that you have can be dictated by your own choices. It's not dependent on one specific idea.
All right. All right, let's see what we got. Then I have you guys your survey. All right, you write from both the growth, the persuasive, and you have instructional. But this is interpretation. That's what I was asking. The instructional part was the book, what I was going for, because it's a manual. But you guys gave me reasons because I wanted to see how you guys pull things there. It was right. He was persuading him to write his own chapters in the book, and the information is telling him how to do it. So you both are actually right. I needed to see how you guys gave me reasons for your answer. So you both did well, but actually you guys both ended up in a tie though, because you both are at 2,200 actually.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys are tied. You're tied. You guys did a good job. But let me put
Well, at least we're tied.
right.
I guess so.
But
We
they
should have
said
said all of it.
I know. They
Should've.
could be do all of it. What you got to lose? You can have a rematch later on. We could do that. All right. So in your surveys, the survey's in the chat. You can go ahead and actually fill the survey out. And when you guys are done, put D in the chat and you are free to leave. If you have any questions or anything afterwards, feel free to hang around and let me know. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Your time. And actually, I love teaching you guys and the feedback that you gave me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss C. That was a fantastic class. Thank you, scholars, for your engagement and high energy. So we definitely appreciate it. So yes, please go ahead and fill out the survey. As a reminder, this is actually the only class you all have this week, right? Because the Thursday's class was rescheduled to next Monday. So after today, we will see you all next Monday and next Tuesday. Okay, so you'll have class back to back Monday and Tuesday. But as Ms. C said, if you have any questions, please feel free to hang on and we'll be happy to answer them. And please complete the survey and drop a D in the chat when you're done. Thanks, Aurora. Appreciate that. Thanks, Nita.
Aurora, I don't have you scheduled, or she dropped off too. Some of the other ones that you haven't scheduled to go over your assessments, please do so.
Good night, Milena.
Good night.
Good night, Excel.
Good night.
Miss Morgan, how do I go about rescheduling my like interview?
You just go ahead and use that same link. It should give you a reschedule option to go in. Just go and use the Calendly link and schedule. It'll let you choose another time on there. And if you don't see one that works, message me and let me know, and we can do a time, arrange one for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good night, Michael.
Good night, Michael.
All right. Well, enjoy your evening.